But all right, we got a lot to talk about. Let's jump into it. And of course, we started with NBA last week. So let's start with a little NFL this week. I'm feeling good about it. I know you are at home. Now, of course, we're going to talk about both of these conference finals. But let's start with the AFC because I want to talk about the Bills, baby. And I want to talk about Mahomes. Now, obviously, there's all the worry about Mahomes in the concussion field. I mean, personally, I think they're just being cautious. I really don't think he has a concussion. I'm also not an expert, but the decision is out of the Chiefs' hands as well. So, Knish, where do you think this lands? I mean, does Mahomes play? And is that the factor that decides this game? Can the Chiefs win without Mahomes?
Yeah, I would love to say this is as simple as you can't trust anybody from New York to get the job done when things are really on the line. But I won't say that because let's break this down here and be appropriate and talk actual football. The issue is that, yes, I think for the most part we're going to see Patrick Mahomes this week. I know Josh Allen is the new America's sweetheart. I know the Bills offense, obviously Brian DeBall, fantastic caller in that. But the bottom line is if I'm getting 95% of Patrick Mahomes, which I think we will. I think they were being cautious. We had to follow the protocol last week. He does have a little bit of a turf toe going on, but I think he was mobile enough. It wasn't enough to pull him out of the game before, he had the potential concussion. All reports today from Schefter and everything he's going to go. And a couple of factors here. One, the Chiefs defense is sneakily playing very well. Number two, I think you'll see Clyde Edwards-Helaire back in the backfield. We saw the corpse of Le'Veon Bell out there getting some carries last week. So you won't have that with Edwards-Helaire back and Darrell Williams in the backfield playing well. And the Chiefs, outside of Mahomes, are really the healthiest team that's left in the playoffs. They've gotten some of their O-line back. And I think this was a line that when you were looking at, was around 3.5, 4, even some juiced 4s. And now you're getting, assuming we have Mahomes. So that's obviously it. Assuming we have Mahomes, which I think we will. Now you're seeing some 2.5, some cheap 3s. That's a play for me on KC. I think it's a little short. As long as we get Mahomes in this game, which I believe we will, they're going to get the job done. They're going to the Super Bowl. And don't let Ronnie P talk you into this fraudulent Bills team, even though I'll give him a chance to do it right now.
Whoa, fraudulent Bills team. You've won so much on the Bills. You're clowning them like that? Such loyalty.
Listen,
you have.
Well, hey, that's what you got to know when to fold it, Ronnie. That's all I'm saying. You load it up. You just got to know when to lay the cards down. And this is the week, my friend, because Patrick Mahomes at home is not losing to this Bills team.
So, one, I agree with you. He is going to play, but we failed to mention that he has a toe injury that nobody's talking about. So he's not 100%. He's banged up. He's not going to practice this week. So if he does play, he's not 100%. And you said 99? More like 75, 80% he'll be, my man. Right or wrong? Now, the Buffalo Bills, since I came on this show...
75% of the greatest all time is better than most, Ronnie. Also better than the guy he's facing.
What is Josh Allen? Because to me, Josh Allen is a young rising star. Dude, casual football fans know who this man is. Josh Allen is going to be a star through this playoffs. This man is nasty. He's got some great weapons. The Buffalo Bills defense is solid enough. Now, their only weakness is they can't run the ball. But they don't need to run the ball. They got Josh Allen, and Josh Allen can run the ball. Listen, I've been telling you since I got on this show that the Buffalo Bills are the only team that can beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And after Mahomes' toe injury, the little concussion, him being banged up, how can you not take the points in the Buffalo Bills? I'm going to say right now, Buffalo Bills are going to the Super Bowl. Outright, Buffalo Bills win. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line, but to be safe, play the points. But nobody can stop this Buffalo Bills team, guys. It's time to get their respect. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year. You heard it here first, folks. Buffalo Bills all the way. Let's go, Buffalo.
Make sure we have that clip for next week.
Yeah.
Play that clip in 2 weeks.
I want to play that on a loop in my house.
We'll save it all and see what we play next week. But guys, I think going into this season, we all sort of knew that it would be the Mahomes show pretty much all the way through the playoffs. And I got to be honest, I'm going to side with Joey here because I'm pretty confident he's going to play. He's going to put up big numbers, and I think the Chiefs might end up taking it. Even though I kind of want the Bills.
You did some inflection during your time off, Ms. Melendez. I appreciate you come over to the dark side.
You did a good job doing.
Who called Tampa last week, guys? That's all I'm going to say. Who called Tampa last week?
But guys, listen, let's stick with that. Let's keep the ball rolling there, and let's talk about big numbers. And by that, I mean Tom Brady's age. Whoa. Got him, right? Okay.
I'm almost 40, Tom. So that kind of hurt.
No, I know you're a big fan of the show, Tom Brady. We love you. But yes, of course, in the NFC, we have Tom Brady's Buccaneers against the Aaron Rodgers-led Packers. Now, Ronnie P., You can tell us about the NFC. I'm sure you can. So can Tom Brady show up at yet another Super Bowl, or is he done rubbing the genie lamp there?
Look, I love Tom Brady. Tom Brady won me my car. Tom Brady won me my fiance's ring. Like, I won so much money on Tom Brady. I love this man to death. However, he's got a lot going against him, okay? He's got a warm weather team going to play in the cold, third straight road game. And here's a cool stat I found out. Since 1983, NFL underdogs at 3.5 to 10 off back-to-back road wins are 13-38. The last team to do it, actually win, was the Green Bay Packers. How funny is that? In 2011. Look, I'm not going to bet against Tom Brady, so I'm not on this, but I see why people would take Green Bay. I'm on over 51 points. I mean, look, I know the Tampa Bay defense is great. This is going to be a show, man. There are going to be a lot of big plays in this game, so I think it's going to go over to 51. I get it why you would want to take Green Bay Packers, but let's be real. You really think both two favorites are going to win this week? There's going to be one upset, guys. It's going to be one upset, and I think over 51 is your best bet. What do you think, Knish?
Well, Ronnie, I think that, I'll be taking my winnings from this week and helping you out with a divorce lawyer after that play. So unfortunately that, it's going to be a tough scene for Ronnie B this weekend, because the play to win the monies this weekend is the Green Bay Packers here. I don't know if anybody, watched the game last week between the two senior citizens at quarterback, but it was ugly, and it was real ugly. And now they're going against the man playing the best, even better than Patrick Mahomes this season. They're going to go into Lambeau, into 20-degree weather. A bunch of softies from Tampa and a 50-year-old quarterback is going to go into the frozen tundra and beat Aaron Rodgers. Listen, maybe there'll be Rodgers will drop 40 and Ronnie can have a little bit of his own. But the bet here is laid with Green Bay. I don't care. So Green Bay was square last week. People say, the Packers were square. The square play of the week last week. Easiest play of the weekend was the Packers on a teaser last week that covered straight up. I'm going back to the well here. I'm not going to let, all the Brady narratives or the GOAT or whatever you want to say about him. That's all well and good. He's not going into Lambeau this week and coming out with a victory.
No, I don't think he's going to get the victory, but to cover 3 or 4? Like, you really trust this Green Bay defense against this potent? They're wrong. They're sick. You trust that defense?
Can we just talk about the fact that poor Tom Brady, went from 43 to 50 just like That's that ages. Because, Joey Knish, not nice. But honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. He himself said his blood has been thinning out down in Tampa, so we'll see what happens this weekend. But Joey, come on. It is Tom Brady after all. He needs the Super Bowl. He'll just kind of fade away with the win, Pocahontas style. But, the books are favoring the Packers for a reason. I think the Buccaneers did just amazing with the tools that they have. But I got to agree. I think it grinds to a halt on Sunday, not going to lie. And of course, I think personally, and I'm very confident in our Packers and Chiefs at the Super Bowl. I'm thinking of chili Super Bowl because that's what I'm going to be eating. And I love food. But that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, Allie.
And speaking of Super Bowl, guys, we're almost freaking there. And for sports bettors, the Super Bowl is like Christmas in February. And next week, we are going to do a deep dive into all of those Super Bowl props. You guys, I need to know. Joey Knish, how you feeling with the Puppy Bowl bets? You feeling excited about that?
Let me tell you something. This is really, and I know we want to talk do we want to do any future? This is not. So the regular futures save every penny you got. Don't place any futures this week. Don't wait for it because the grand finale, the buffet of props and futures is coming at you with the Super Bowl. There is no event in the world that's better for props than the Super Bowl. They're going to be fast and furious everywhere. We'll have them on the show. This is not the time to be betting, a Packers Super Bowl or a Chiefs Super Bowl. No, Save it for next week and the next 2 weeks. There is going to be everything, whether it be Gatorade color, national anthem. these are all, they might sound ridiculous, but there you go. There you go, whatever it takes. The bottom line is that this is not the week to bet the futures. Hold on to it. And listen, Ronnie might have a little advice for you this week to go, but listen, Uncle K we'll have the buffet coming up in the next 2 weeks because Super Bowl props, there's people, legitimate professionals out there that got their start really getting into Super Bowl props years ago because of the opportunity that was out there, the money you could make. Hundreds and hundreds of props and futures and a lot of soft money. I know guys that just bet the Super Bowl. Like, they're not really involved in football. They do other sports, but they get in for Super Bowl props. That's how good it can be. Hopefully we'll find you some winners here. Ron, I hope you agree with me there.
Oh, no, I agree 100%. I mean, the only thing I would take, but it's dumb to take, would Buffalo to win the Super Bowl at plus 330. But you could have got that at, what was the odds? Do you know the odds beginning of the year for Buffalo to win the Super Bowl? Like,
I mean, it was over 20 to 1. Even last week
that's
was
what I'm
5 or
saying.
6
So
to
I'm going to
1.
take at 330 now? Like, why would I do that? So I'm with you, bro.
Especially because they're going to lose the KC. So why would you do that? You know, I mean, it's only you only have your money for like 3 or 4 days before it's an L. So,
Josh Allen's
I
going to shock the world. He's going to become a star. I'm telling you guys this right now. And I'm looking right in the camera. Josh Allen is going to be a household name, and the Buffalo Bills are going to be Super Bowl winners. Ronnie P said it here first, folks.
All right, well, we got that written down, so we'll check in with you on that this weekend. But nothing we hate more as bettors than waiting, right? So we talked about the futures there, but if it's waiting for the Super Bowl, I guess we can make that happen. I won't be happy about it, but nothing we can do about that.